notes that I'm going to give you, that it's because we are so good, because we are so special, that we've done some of the things we've done. And it's time for us to become worthy of those incredible souls that we have, to rise up and to lift up. I want to say it, actually, I'm not saying it as well, so I want to read it to you. On page 95, the only thing that's not bold, we have in this entire passage an example of what could be called Kabbalistic, relativistic psychology. The Ari is telling us here that Hashem knows the tests that each of us have been given. And because He's a fair judge, and we are judged fairly in terms of how much opposition we face in trying to overcome the inclination with which we have been saddled, so this divine leniency is never to be used as an... Actually, I'm reading it with the wrong intonation. Sorry. Hashem tests us, but because He's a fair judge, He judges us fairly. If I have a more difficult test, then I'm not judged as harshly for something that I've done wrong. Of course, this divine leniency is never to be used as an excuse to do wrong. As we shall see in a moment, it is rather to give us hope that whatever wrong sins we have done do not mark us as lowlives. On the contrary, what the Ari is telling us here about King David and about Chaim Vital and about ourselves is that if we haven't been able to stand up against our own inner adversary till now, it's because he, the inner adversary, has had us convinced that we are no good and incapable of overcoming him, because that's part of the ruse. That's part of the ruse of this system that parasitically draws energy off us. We may be able to see through this hype intellectually, but it works from beneath the threshold of consciousness, so it's not an easy task to beat. Nevertheless, the truth is that we are good. The reason we have fallen is because we haven't understood yet how very good we are and who we are as souls. With this information that the Ari is providing, however, we can now begin to strengthen ourselves against this inner adversary, to transmute, not kill, but to transmute the energy that it's taken from us until now into a powerful desire to serve the Creator. So it's a very, even though the words may be bothersome to some, but it's a very positive system. And again, when you take it out of its metaphorical framework that is being presented here as a drama between the system of evil and us, right? We can do it more conceptually, but right now we're just staying here right now with this movie type thing, which is a system of evil, like the Lord of the Rings, and what they want is you and me. Second paragraph from the top. Now, my master of blessed memory explains, precisely because my soul too is extremely holy and exalted. The Holy One has incarnated me together with a strong yetzer, a strong inclination. Indeed, if my soul was not as great, such a powerful yetzer as mine could have completely undermined me and caused me to perish. It is for this reason that I am not held accountable in heaven for my sins compared to others. He goes into a whole thing of, again, the more potential you have, the more you have to do in order to come to bring that potential to actuality. I see here in the non-bolded paragraph following this paragraph. Again, do not look at Reb Chaim as some megalomaniac. He keeps saying he's a very high soul. He writes these things in complete, candid honesty and frank, unsophisticated simplicity. At the same time that he knows that he's touching on the depths of the human condition and explicating it in a way that countless others will gain from what the Ari has told him about himself. As he says, he's a higher soul. He's telling us that we too are higher souls. Now, third paragraph from the bottom of the page, bolded, the first word being know. Know that whenever the time comes for a great soul to come to the world, that is to say, to incarnate, It is impossible to extricate it from the klipot except by means of deceit and deception. Mirma and tachbula, trickery. Again, this is part of this drama stuff. God could get rid of the system of evil and in a second. It has no reality. It's nothing. He does it for us. So Judaism, in this sense, is different than other ancient religions in the sense that it's not God against evil. It's man against evil. It's all created for you and me to harness and to transmute this negative energy and to show that this is a greater revelation of godliness than if this thing, this hideous thing, never existed. Because it is a negative force. And once we hop onto it, once we grab onto the meaning of it, it's like the devil in Daniel Webster, it's Faustus, Mephistopheles. They make a deal with the devil because you're in need, like you're out of money, you got to pay your bills. So the devil comes and walks in and says, I can give you riches for 7 years. Sign here. Yes.
But what, not everybody, even if you're saying great souls have great gifts, yes, there are around another way of saying it maybe. Well, not everybody overcomes any of it.
Right.
What are those people then, if we're saying, then what happens to those people?
Okay, so there's two reasons why reincarnation happens. Is one, in order that when a person's soul goes upstairs we'll call it, and it comes before the heavenly tribunal. So we also meet our family, we meet everybody up there. But there's a judgment. And the judgment is not in order to destroy us, it's in order to tell us, like, this is what you did. We wanted you to wake up, we tried to help you, but you didn't. So you're going to have to be born again. But the thing is that we need you to be born in 5 different families, because each part of you that needs to be reborn needs something else. So you're going to be bifurcated a little bit. And you yourself are a bifurcation of others, but that's the way it works. One of the reasons for reincarnation is that you have to come back to fix things. There's a positive reason in all this also, but just for the moment, you got to fix. The problem is, you're going to go down to those 5 families, and they're going to be so dysfunctional that it's almost inevitable that you're going to do the same thing. But we're giving you the chance, we're giving you the power within yourself to awaken. Really, it's a book of tshuva. The world is a world where there's no way that any of us could know any of this, of really what it means to be who we are, until we've been wounded, till we've fallen, till we've felt that we have no chance, and we've gone through all the pain of a hero of any great book.
So can I ask one follow-up?
I don't know if I answered you well enough yet, but go ahead.
Yes, very good.
Well, I was thinking of people who, to us at least, seems to be the ultimate evil. Let's take a Hitler. So, how would that apply to people who appear so totally taken over by evil? Where do they put them?
Good question. Right now, I'm not on that level to answer your question, but I got you. It may come through, but I have to admit that I don't have I can't answer it right now. Because I have to explain things more, give you the context. Without context, what does an answer mean? But what I was trying to say to you is that